Some of them were still amongst the medals, but brilliant to see their A team coming out in full force here in Duisburg. Next up, we have the final of the men's K2 200 meters. And this is one that I can confidently say will not be in Tokyo 2020. Getting it wrong there about the C2 200, but
yeah, unfortunately not. It's been removed. Fantastic event I competed in for a number of years, but it's good to see it out there again today, and as we say, fast conditions, so we could see something interesting. I'm thinking particularly, you know, the Hungarian crew and the Italians really spring to mind as being quick, but then we have, you know, junior world champs, silver medalist from the K1, and then in the Russian boat, Ilya Zotov. Will he be able to push that crew down to challenge for the medals? And then also coming back from last weekend's disappointment, we have Trevor Thompson and Stelian Norris Naftanela. He's going to be absolutely pushing to make up for that result and looking for a medal out there. And I'd suggest a cheeky PB in these kind of conditions.
And for you, Johnny, this is your former event. You've won 2 Olympic medals in the K2 200, both with Liam Heath. For you, Johnny, you've now retired. Yesterday was your final ever international for Great Britain. How did it feel being out there, knowing it was your last event, and how are you feeling looking ahead to retirement?
Yeah, it was pretty odd. It was a strange day yesterday. You know, I never thought I'd leave the sport in this way, you know, sort of on my own terms. I imagined I would get injured or not selected sometimes, so I feel really lucky that I was kind of able to move on to something else, which is working with the Scottish team in slalom and sprint, and then just to choose when would be my last time competing internationally. It wasn't the best weekend performances for me here. Yeah, things didn't really go to plan, but I enjoyed being out there. It was really cool to be lining up against some absolute legends in the K1 200 meters yesterday.
Well, we're 2 minutes away now from the start of the men's K2 200 meters. In lane 4, that's Italy's Manfredi Rizza and Andrea Domenica Di Liberto.
Yeah, these are 2 fast K1 paddlers, both World Cup medalists, and then reigning European Ultimate 3 champ there with Andrea. So that could be a really good crew.
Alongside them from Slovenia, in lane 3, Rock Smit and Vid Debeliak. Debeliak also a wild water racer, just like Johnny Schofield alongside me. He's a 2-time world champion in the men's team sprint and a former under-23 world champion in the individual sprint.
Yeah, great to see him making the transition over to flat water as well.
There we have the Russian pairing in lane 6. That's Ilya Zotov and Maxim Molokov. Zotov is a junior world champion silver medalist in the K1 200. That was back in 2017. Really stepping up now to senior level. Kazakhstan's Sergei Tokharnitsky and Ivan Lukyanov. They're in lane 7, alongside Great Britain's Trevor Thompson and Stelian Neftanela. They finished 6th in Poznan. Really up for pushing up in towards the medals today. And in lane 9, representing Japan, Inoue Akihiro and Chikamura Kenta.
So you see everyone coming into the starting buckets now. The Hungarians coming in last, making everyone wait a little bit, but they're all going to be ready to go in just a few seconds with that healthy tailwind still prevailing, so we could see a nice fast time today.
Well, they're underway. Good start by the British pair in lane 8. That's Thompson and Neftanela. Also going really well in that middle lane. Russia looking really strong. Italy's Rizza and Di Liberto looking fantastic as well. Really, really good paddle from that crew out in lane 4. Italy are stretching the lead. More than half a boat length lead now, and they're pulling away with every single stroke. What a performance from the Italians. They will take the gold. And I think it was Hungary who took the silver ahead of Russia.
Wow, what a race. The Italians there looking absolutely fantastic.
half a boat length the lead after 100 metres. Really, really strong performance from them.
That really gives you the ability to relax when you have a start like that. Riza in particular, he's a fast starter. He really knows how to get out of the blocks. And then we see they push Hungary into the silver medal, and then young Russian there, Zotov, pushing into a bronze medal. I'd be very happy with that. Time's not necessarily that fast as we might have expected. 31.3, a good way off the 30.5 seconds set by the Serbians in Moscow 2014.
Well, you saw there Great Britain's really, really good start.
Yes, yeah, they timed it well this weekend, which they didn't last weekend, but unfortunately didn't quite have the execution and the speed to stay with the top guys in the field there. Still a 5th place, that's a really good performance at world level, pushing the German crew there, and they'll be looking to work on that over the next year or so.
And it was Rizza and Di Liberto of Italy who took the gold, leading almost from start to finish. Manfredi Rizza finishing 5th in the K1 200 yesterday, but what a performance here. And it was Hungary ahead of Russia, with one crew taking a little swim. It was Slovenia.
Yes, the Slovenians there, they were looking pretty wild earlier on in the race when we had the slow-mo. Really powerful, but a little bit wild. It'd be interesting to see what actually happened to put them in the water at the end of the race there, unfortunately, before they reach the line, so they do not record a finish time.
Well, Johnny, that really goes to show why, despite no longer being in the Olympic Games, the men's K2 200 still remains one of the crowd favourites, one of the really exciting races that people love to watch.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I certainly enjoyed watching that fantastic performance by Manfredi and Andrea.
Well, that was an incredibly fast race, as you would expect for the KT 200. And the Italians got the gold medal. Congratulations to win a gold medal in Duisburg. How does that feel?
It's a very improvement race. Good start, but the central part of the race is very, very fast. And thanks to Manfredi.
Yeah, for us it's an awesome sensation. I mean, winning a World Cup is always an emotion, so we are very happy and proud of us.
And good for Italy to come and win a gold medal as well, yes?
Yeah, our movement is a bit slow at the moment, but we are growing up, and this medal is a good point of start for next year's and for the World Championship.
Well, congratulations. Do enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, your gold medalists in the K2 200 from Italy.
A huge performance from that Italian pair. Absolutely brilliant for them to power their way through the men's K2 200 metres. And what racing we have seen so far here in Duisburg. Plenty more to come, though. We've still got the men's C1 500 and the 2K4 finals as well. 31.312